Dr. Sharad and Dr. Raina for having invited me here. As my other colleagues have already shared with you, that it's definitely a privilege to be a part of this institution and to take the right decision to make a right beginning. And that's the first part of the story. Now, the other part of the story is what you will be doing for the next 2 years and how you will be engaging yourself. And at this point of time, you may have a lot of curiosity and anxiety all over the place. And in this, I would like to just suggest that there are 3 things that I would like to convey out here. One is you would have all remember as a kid, you would have gone to some kind of exhibition or mela or something like that, where you would have come across this kaleidoscope. What you see, it looks like a telescope, and inside that there are pieces of bangles or things which, when you turn, the design of that particular what design you're seeing changes. So when you turn that, the design changes, but the bangles pieces are all the same, right? It just looks differently. So similarly, with changing times comes different perspectives and different challenges. Now, how do you look at it, and how do you analyze it, whether you are looking progressively into how you convert these challenges into advantage and convert that into something meaningful. So that means you are trying to prepare for the future, and when the actual future, you arrive at the destination, you are ready, right? So the whole idea is, with changing times, you need to come with the capability of zoom in and zoom out. That means you, at what particular time you need to step out of all the problem solving or problem statements, and then you look from the helicopter view and understand the landscape better, and then only focus on what is important to you, what is relevant to you, what you will carry as an asset or a skill or a value, core value that you will take and adapt to in the future. That is one thing that you need to be looking at. The other part is about, there are so many distractions and so many options available. In the 1970s, 80s and earlier decades, we were experiencing the problem of scarcity. That means to do anything, we had challenges so many that we had to look for options, right? And the options used to be very rare. But today, you are in the place of plenty where opportunities are in abundance. Now the challenge is, which opportunity is the right one? And how do you analyze it and pick it up, right? Now that is where you are at today, and that comes through the applied version of what your learning is. So the next 2 years, enjoy, make it a big journey where you keep on going into self-discovery, and most of the time explore yourself by throwing yourself into situations and challenges where discovery learning happens, and you are able to apply and learn to do things practically. Alright? Now that is what is emerging, because in the last few decades, management principles have all been about following concepts which were codified and documented as explicit knowledge. But today we are in so much of diverse situation where we have to come up with new and innovative versions. So innovation is the next part that I would like to say. Never take anything for granted as a standalone and start following it. Be critical in thinking and try to bring new ways of approach of doing the same thing again and again. Alright? So innovation is something that people look at the right of the beginning of your career in this decade. And that is one part when climate change and so many other challenges are in front of us. We need dynamic and innovative people to come and solve these world's problems that the previous generations have created, so that we can tide over and create a new fresh paradigm. Now that is one part of it. The last part of it is the cognitive learning and the cognitive awareness is very high, because at the click of a button with AI and so many options, you have information, but remember, the information comes with expiry date. Alright? Now what is required is to tide and climb over those FOMOs, that is fear of having to miss these things, and come with the contact of wisdom. which is very important, right? Now information is freely available, but wisdom has to be evolved within. And with the next 2 years journey, I think you have a fantastic option with such great faculties and the infrastructure that you have here to experiment and explore and come up with your best version, right? And that version will remain with you for the rest of your life. So this is an opportunity to define yourself, refine yourself, and also evolve yourself. So wish you all the best, and I hope and I'm sure all of you will excel and become world leaders, which the world is looking at us right now, and the people of India are looking at you, all you young entrepreneurs and leaders, right? So with this, I would like to conclude. Wish you all the best, and happy to be here of any assistance, and you can reach us out. I'll also be working with the organization with Dr. Sharath, and anytime you want. The only last thing that I would like to say is, at the end of the day, it all has to translate to the impact of the society. What do I give back to society? How do I contribute in the evolution of the society? And as you can see, the society is also going through huge transformation, right? So wish you all the best. Thank you very much.